You guys want to take a look at the next trainer we have to fight and how stupid it is? This is the next trainer. Wow. Wow, you see that? A bright powder Persian Alola. Wow. That's right. That's right. A quick claw Pangoro. That's right. A focus band Floatzel. Wow. Yay. Yay, that's so good. But yeah, that was the biggest death fight since Gym 2. How many fights were in Aqua Hideout? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9 for the boss. Who has a... Man, who's one? Dracovic. That is so dumb. Fishious Wren Choice Scarf. A Dragapult, a Cortana, a Raikou, and a Mega Gyarados. And that's just like a random guy. And there's a lot of nonsense in these fights, it looks like. Does every one of them have... Focus Band. This has Bright Powder. Bright Powder. Focus Band. Bright Powder. Scope Lens. Scope Lens isn't terrible. We assume that anyways. Focus Band. Bright Powder. Come on, bro. Bright Powder. Bright Powder. Focus Band. Quick Claw. God. What's going on? Yes, indeed. Intend to move forward. Okay, yeah, that's wonderful. Wow, amazing. Good. So cool. Whew, that was my first time being filmed for TV. That was nerve-wracking. You're looking great. We made a huge discovery in our last seafloor exploration. We found an underwater cavern around 128. We think it's the habitat of a Pokemon that said it would been long extinct. Uh-oh. And I love the little animation of when they sploosh into the water. Is this the first grunt? Is this the first grunt, or do they both jump away? Uh-oh. Yeah, the sploosh. Why? Why would Team Aqua steal my... We don't stand a chance against them. I got it. Why bother with a submarine? Do they not have the dive TM? Yeah. I guess they just don't have enough badges. And Aqua Hideout Grunt number 1. 6 Pokemon. They're all evil. Alright, let's go. Alright, Grunt 1, let's go. Aqua Grunt 1, 6 Pokemon. The first one is a Persian with a Bright Powder and Hypnosis. Absolutely lovely little creature, isn't it? We're level 79. The level cap is 81, but we're 79, so an X-Scissor does not kill. We don't want it to kill because we need to take 2 ticks of poison and 2 Night Slashes. Hopefully the 2 Night Slashes do not bring us down to below 91 HP. That's what we need to not be below 92, or we need to not be below 92 HP. That's what we need right now. Good. Alright, we're safe. All of the risk in this fight is now gone, I believe. It needed to get 2 max rolls, and then it needed to get another max roll, and then it needed another 50-50, and we could have had some problems. But anyways, we take another Night Slash. And we take an X-Scissor. And then we take Poison. Our second turn of Poison. What about crit? We have Shell Armor, so we cannot get crit. We're holding a Zoom Lens, by the way, to counteract that Bright Powder. We are above kill range, or we're above kill range of Crunch right now, which means Pangoro has to use Close Combat because it sees a kill with Close Combat and only Close Combat. So, there's one Pokemon on my team that is designed to take that Close Combat, and it is P. It has been pre-damaged, so it exits after the Close Combat. Bang. P comes out. The Close Combat hits. It lowers its defenses and emergency exits us out after the Citrus Berry activates. It's been P damaged, of course. Weird interaction, but the Citrus Berry activates and we still get ejected even though we're above half HP. Now, because of the defense drop due to Close Combat, Meatloaf with a Black Belt, with a Burn, is able to outspeed this Pangoro, even though the Pangoro has a Quick Claw. So, we can kill the Pangoro with a Mach Punch. And now, Meatloaf is actually able to one-shot literally Meatloaf is able to literally one-shot everything else on the team. So, and they can't one-shot it in return. So they're just going to send it out in Pokemon order. Should be SmallAnt next. Now, it can't take out the whole team. It can just take out one Pokemon because now SmallAnt is going to use Head Charge. And so we're going to take a Head Charge, which is just a insanely strong move, as we superpower to kill. What? Oh my god, it crit, but we calculated for that. That is no big deal, I think. Is that no big deal? I think that's no big deal. Oh, actually, wait. Is this really, really, really bad? We're safe, thank God. Okay. Never mind. I think we calculated for that. If we were at 38 HP, then Grapplocked could have killed my my Golisopod. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, Whirlpool is a special move. It will now... We are at a safe HP. I think were we always fine there? I can't remember if we were always fine there or not. But anyways, P should switch in. And because it sees a kill with every other move, it's just going to use a random move against P. And we hope we get emergency exited out. We didn't. That's fine. So now it is going to use Payback again as we switch in Udon. So because it didn't get exited out, we switch into Udon. Basically, as long as this thing didn't use Ice Punch, it was fine, I believe. So we're going to switch in on not Ice Punch. Here we go. That's totally fine. Why not First Impression? Because it could kill us? Brother. And now Dual Wing Beat will kill this Grapplocked and will break free of our Whirlpool. Because it's dead. And now, the Pokemon that outspeeds and kills us comes in. That is Floatzel. Which guaranteed kills us with Ice Punch, I believe. Or it kills us with Ice Punch most of the time. I don't know. It should be Floatzel, which comes in. Yeah. Floatzel comes in, and we're free of Whirlpool, and it will kill with Ice Punch. And that is good, because it means we kill it with Draco Meteor, so I can't use Power Up Punch. So we're going to switch in Tortellini to take an Ice Punch. This Floatzel is annoying because it has a Focus Band, which means it can survive until the end of time on 1 HP. If the Focus Band procs over and over and over again. So we are going to get rid of that Focus Band with a knockoff. One of our only knockoff Pokemon here left, Tortellini. As it's going to use, I believe, Liquidation. It could have used Power Punch there too, but either one was fine. So we use knockoff. We get rid of its Focus Band. So now it will die if I give it a strong enough hit, no matter what. Radish is able to take a Liquidation or a Power Up Punch totally fine. So we're going to switch in my beautiful little Radish. We take a Liquidation. No matter how much damage it does not matter. Even if a defense drops, it does not matter. Because we now kill Floatzel with a Thunderbolt. Because we are holding a Magnet. I mean, it would kill it with a bunch of moves, but Thunderbolt kills. Also, Energy Ball kills, but we're holding the Magnet, so we'll Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt kills. And then a big, scary guy comes in. A Kingler with Sheer Force and Life Orb, so it doesn't lose its HP from Life Orb, but also has Agility, which can turn it into an absolute creature. Fortunately, its special defense is horrendous, and we can chain kill with another Thunderbolt. And there goes the battle. Alright, cool. Grunt 1 of 8 done. I'm gonna show you something, chat, really quick. By picking Radish, we actually threw away an encounter. Because look at this. In Aqua Hideout, there's only one encounter, and that's Electrode. So by deliberately choosing Electrode, when we did New Mauville, by deliberately picking Voltorb and Electrode, that makes it so we were unable to get one there, which means we could have had this encounter, and we could have had, the Aqua Hideout Electrode. The thing is, the Hisuian Electrode here is too late. We needed that Volt Switch earlier. So that's why we did that. We threw away Aqua Hideout encounter. Or we essentially threw away a non-Electrode for a little bit to get Electrode immediately. But, I mean, none of these are terribly good. Here we go. It's time, then. Let's do the fight. Tab in. We're about to fight a new Grunt. Grunt number 2 in the Aqua Hideout. 2 of 6. Alright. Why is there another Grunt over there? Is this a double battle? Okay, no, it's not. Alright, Cryogonal comes out first. This Grunt opens with a Cryogonal that has a Focus Band, Reflect and Light Screen, which again means it can't survive until the end of time unless you knock it off. So, we're gonna knock it off as it most likely uses one of its screens. There's its screen. And we knock off its Focus Band. And now, it's going to use Reflect or an attacking move. Most likely Reflect. As we switch in Curry. There's Reflect. We take a little bit of toxic damage. Now, the Focus Band is gone. It has to use Ice Beam here, because it's used both of its screens, but we're poisoned, so we can't get... we're poisoned, so we can't get frozen. So Brick Break is going to break those screens and then kill Cryogonal. Go! Take an Ice Beam. Bang! There's a Brick Break, breaking the wall. Getting rid of Cryogonal. The next Pokemon to come in will outspeed and kill me. Which is going to be Harry Mama. No one wants Frozen Curry. Exactly. Now, in case we were on 123 HP or less, we did have a contingency plan, but we did get the good luck line. And now this Harry Mama is guaranteed to use close combat. And because it's guaranteed to use close combat, we can switch into Golisopod. We were going to take a close combat with Escargot. We don't need to anymore. We can go straight into Golisopod to take a close combat. It's been pre-damaged, so close combat brings it into range. This Harry Mama has Sheer Force, Life Orb. But, because close combat does not have a secondary effect, apparently, Emergency Exit still activates, and it still takes damage from Sheer Force. There's the Life Orb, and there's Emergency Exit. Okay. Because Sheer Force cancels Emergency Exit for some reason. So, now we get a free switch into my egg. We're hurt by the burn. That's for later. We Mega Evolve, and we're guaranteed to hit Hurricane because the Mega Evolution has no guard, and it does kill in one hit. The egg is sunny side up. It's burned. Yeah. Alright. Now, the next Pokemon to come in is the only Pokemon that we can't kill, and it can kill us. That is going to be Electros. What a good egg. I agree. So now Electros. I actually two-shot this Electros with Hyper Voice, so it can't use its Coil, its setup move. So it has to use Wild Charge on this turn, its strongest move against me. Fortunately, Sprout is a ground type and takes no damage. on the wild charge. And now, Sprout will two-shot with Wood Hammer. So, and it actually outspeeds, because this thing's slow as heck. So we hit a Wood Hammer. Bang. Take a little bit of recoil. We take an Aqua Tail. Bang. We have Shell Armor. We can't get crit. And now it is going to hit me again. We Wood Hammer again, and it dies. I'm just trying to think if Synthesis is worth it here. I don't think it's relevant. I don't think it's relevant. Alright. So now Superior comes in because it sees that, oh my gosh, it can kill me with Leaf Storm. So it's almost guaranteed to use Leaf Storm. Which Egg switches in on just fine. It could use Glare, but again, that is why my Pidgeot is burned. There's a Leaf Storm. Bang. And we outspeed and one-shot this Superior with Hurricane. This Superior has Bright Powder, but because Egg has no guard, it doesn't miss. So that's the Bright Powder annoying Pokemon on this fight. And then the last Pokemon, Alomomola, has Regenerator, Rocky Helmet. It does have Scald, which can deal up to 72 HP. But I'm pretty sure we can just Hurricane twice and kill this Alomomola. We can also Roost. Is there any reason not to Roost here? I think we Roost here just to... in case I miss some calc. Because it's going to Scald or Whirlpool. Yeah, I think I'm just going to Roost here. I Roost. Whatever. It's going to use Wish. Sure. We both heal this turn. I don't... Wait, why did it Wish? It was on full HP. I'm checking the AI. Is that supposed to be allowed? Apparently, Wish is not considered a healing move. So it's not in the AI. So it's actually rated as +6. Interesting. Is that the first time we've ever clicked Roost? Anyways, Hurricane 2 shots. I mean 3 shots. It Whirlpools us. Who cares? Does Wish activate now? Oh, it activates now. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Hurt by the burn, hurt by the Whirlpool. Blah, 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 blah. We Hurricane. Hey, it's confused. Hit yourself, idiot. Hit yourself. Hit yourself. You won't. Do it. You won't. Hit yourself. No. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Burn. Whirlpool. And we just kill with Hurricane now. Alright. I think I should Roost. I don't think I needed to delay the battle any longer. That's the end. We defeated Team Aqua Grunt number 2. Let's walk to the left so we don't accidentally fight that grunt. Save the game. And that is a quarter of the grunts down already in this area. And that is today's stream.